most decorated fighters in Dan Henderson, and a guy who wants to exact revenge. 10 years in the making, Babalu Sobral, the bell, and round one. And we should clarify that when Babalu defeated Robbie Lawler in June, at the time the champion at 205 was King Mo, one of his training partners. That's why he turned down the shot and asked for Henderson. Now, if an impressive performance is in both of these respective fighters' arsenal, well, they could be looking at Feijão and a shot to become Strikeforce light heavyweight kingpin.
Endo's convinced that Babalu's got a suspect chin. He's going to test it.
He's going to try and find out.
Henderson known for that patented right hand known as the H-bomb.
Otherwise known as a overhand right.
Henderson bomb. Work with me there, children. There's a couple of kicks from Babalu.
Babalu doing what he wanted to do. Wants to stay on the outside, use those kicks. It's quite distracting when you're taking those low kicks, the high kicks. You don't know where the fighter's going with them.
I like that push kick he threw. It was keeping Dan away and off balance. And out of that power stance, he's all squatted down in with that right hand.
Yeah, he's loading up.
The crowd, of course, going through two fights that ended in spectacular knockouts, and now they begin to show some life as Babalu gets tagged by Henderson. Henderson going for the kill in the guard. And Babalu doing the smart thing, the veteran just closing the distance, controlling Henderson's posture. But Henderson back up to his feet. Another right hand. It's over. Henderson makes it 3 fights in a row with 3 memorable knockouts. Wow. What a night of finishes in St. Louis. What a night to close the year on Showtime. Wow.
That was brutal ground and pound. That's as brutal as it gets.
That's Dan Henderson.
Dan Henderson moves back to 205 and moves back into title contention with an emphatic knockout win over Babalu Sobral. When was the last time we saw 3 consecutive fights and in such scintillating fashion? His 8th first-round stoppage in what is a decorated career. Henderson is back.
Amazing. These guys are coming to play for real, man.
Well, Dan answered the questions about his age. He answered the questions about his desire.
No question about the power.
No question about the power. You'd avoid that, period. Babalu coming around, but still a little dizzy. Kitty. This is where he first got him in trouble, and it came between a wrestling exchange, but it was a little left hook, and then Dan just bullying him and pushing him into position. Babalu going for a takedown, but ended up with that kind of guard. Oh my goodness. Dan jumping right into the mount, or almost, and then looking to damage him. And this is where the real blows started coming down, Pat, to the body, to the head. As soon as he stood up, take us home, Pat.
I tell you what, there it is. You throw the legs by and you drop the right hand. You can see Babalu has no clue where he's at right now.
His eye was looking the other way. Oh, that was brutal. Look at it through the cage. Just Dan standing above it. That big shot's the one that cut him. That's the one that first hurt him. There's a second one. 2 massive shots after that. Babalu was really out of it.
You know, and McCarthy stayed out of it as long as he could, you know, to give Babalu a chance, but it was obvious Babalu was